Hey there friends, Nibs again. Out here at the range today doing a little bit of plinking, a little bit of goofing around. And I have a pretty cool pistol here to show you guys. This is one that actually is temporarily on loan to me by a local friend. He recently picked this up and it is a pretty rare, pretty unusual piece. And I thought we would go ahead and take a look at it and do a little bit of shooting with it. But before we get into that, I wanted to give you a look at it here. What we have is looks like a high standard kind of, doesn't it? This is not a high standard. What we have here is so this is manufactured by the Hartford Arms and Equipment Company, Hartford, Connecticut. Make sure you put that T in there, because if you start doing search for just Hartford, you'll not find anything. But it is Hartford, H-A-T-F-O-R-D. And these were made, the Hartford Arms Company was in business between 1926 and they went bankrupt somewhere before 1932. And that is when the actual High Standard Company bought the Hartford Arms Company, and they continued to make this for several years. And they used this design to make their Model B. I have a Model B and a few others that really resemble this quite a bit. But the Hartford did make a repeating one as well, but this one is a single shot. So that's what they call this, is the Hartford single shot target. And we're gonna go ahead and shoot it. The owner did tell me that it did kind of light strike sometimes, so we might have a few of those. But I was shooting it with this Gecko rifle, and I have found that this Gecko rifle is really kind of forgiving as far as light strikes in some of my older stuff. And I did shoot a few other ammos, a Gila and some CCI standard velocity, and those ones, it did shoot it, but it did, several of the rounds did take a couple of hits before they would go off. But I did shoot a handful of these beforehand, before I started the video up, and it did shoot every one of the Geckos without needing to restrike them. We'll probably have a couple of failures on camera here. That's the way it usually works. But I thought it would be really cool to just play around with this old timer, and I'll give it back to its owner tomorrow at our sporting rifle league. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is pretty cool. It's got so if you're starting from a closed bolt, there's a little latch here on the side. You got to push that up and pull it back, and then it opens up the chamber area. Oh jeez, that isn't supposed to move. But so it opens up the chamber area, and you just single load your bullet into the chamber, and then just push the chamber shut, or push the so you would think that would reciprocate back, but you need to push this handle up to get the slide to open up, so it doesn't automatically eject. But let's go ahead and see what we can do. It was shooting a little high, so gotta I am aiming at the bottom of that splatterburst target. I'm still shooting a little high, but not bad. Let's see what we can do for a group. Let's see how we're looking. It's striking them okay. I think it's pretty neat. You push that shut, and then there's a hammer. I've had it apart. I took it apart and cleaned it up a little bit, so I think it's actually striking maybe a little bit better than when my friend had it. He said he hadn't taken it apart yet. It was a little gummy and a little oily, greasy in the slide and the firing pin area. I did clean that up a little bit. See where that round went. Going one of the other holes? I don't think so, but see that one? Maybe it did. Yeah, got a nice little group going there. I can see that now. So I'm gonna shoot 10 shots and then we'll get out of here. Oh, there's a light strike. First one. Where'd it go? That one's almost a bullseye. These sights are very 1920s-ish. I have shot numerous pistols from that era, and they're very, very minimalist. I like a nice beefy. It's hard for me to see these little sights. Oop, pulled that one down a little bit. All right, a couple more shots, and then we'll pull that back and see how we did. Yeah, it's tough. We call it my high standard Model B, which is from around it's early edition Model B, 1930s, maybe mid 1930s at the latest. That one has sights very similar to this. My Rising Auto pistol, that one even has even smaller minimalist sights, and it is tough. But, let's get this last shot done here. All right, doesn't look like I did too bad. Let me pull that back here. Sure is nice to be able to be indoors and not have to hear. Oh, I see where that. See that one round went up way high there. So, but let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yep, there we go. So there's just had that one way up here, but the rest of them were all. That's not a bad grouping for me with open sights. Not having any practice on this pistol at all. I'll take that all day long. So anyway, there you go. That is a really cool, really, I'm finding it to be quite rare. I'll put a picture of the roll stamp up in here, but the Hartford Arms and Equipment Company. There was a couple more Hartford Arms Company or gun manufacturers. So you got to make sure you look up the Hartford Arms and Equipment Company to get the right reference for this era of the Hartford Arms Company. But hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.